Am I a Swiftie? Are you a Swiftie? Is she finally showing her scales on Tortured Poets Department Anthology? Let's get weird and review. Taylor Swift has the attention of 105 million people because of her innocent music. And now she's singing about violence, using the F-bomb in Green Day Kill the DJ quantities. And yet, behind all of that, there's some synthesizers. That word's kind of hard to say, and I'm going to have to say it a lot in this video, because this album is synthesizers featuring Taylor Swift. There's boring, gutless synthesizers, I got it right that time, that run the entirety of the 2 hour and 2 minutes runtime. What am I doing with these? I'm going to get a dirty sock now. This would be better. No. Okay. The boring, gutless synthesizers are just all over the place on this. 2 hours of music to swift through. And some of this music is pleasant enough for my ears, even entertaining in a few places. There's a word here or there that makes me laugh, makes me giggle. Digging into the songs a little bit with my non-Illuminati shovel, I'm currently using a Minecraft, what do I got? I got a Minecraft axe, which I'm using to dig with. Now, the credits are just way overblown, but if you dig deeper with your little Minecraft axe or pickaxe, right? The credits have Emma Stone from Hollywood, the actress, credited as on the instrument oddities. But that's weird because there's no oddities anywhere in the Audible universe of this record. It's all synthesizers. It's synthesized AI, blah, 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 all the way through. There's no Audible oddities to be Amber Heard. I mean, I bet that Emma Stone is just like smearing gelatin on a necklace inside of a star shape or something, like in an underground bunker or something, and it's paid her more money than I've made in my entire life, or at least more money than this YouTube channel makes. Fortnite isn't about the game, but hey, it's fine. It's a good song. It's pleasant enough, somewhat emotional, so I do like that lead single in Fortnite. Down Bad is I highlight in a sea of kind of lizard lip, floaty lily pads, sounding extremely Lorde-like. Lorde, it sounds like a really good Lorde song, but it leaves me just kind of wanting to go listen to Lorde instead of another hour and 43 minutes of this is tortured poetry. I mean, I feel like, am I the audience for this? I feel like I am the audience for this. This is a good fit for me. It's a good fit for this channel. We're all Swifties here, right? I just know it. Fuck it if I can't have you. Fuck it if I can't have 104,842,592 monthly subscribers. I don't think that I like pooping on golden pyramid toilets, so I don't know. I don't know if I want that many subscribers. Like this video. Like I mentioned earlier in this video that you like, Taylor Swift has lifted lyrical themes of teenage girl romance and went down kind of a dark rabbit hole of revenge and anger and depression, leading many people from different walks of life to kind of not be happy with Taylor Swift. She's got all these young people hooked, and now she's up to no good. She's got all these young people listening, and she's doing all this profanity, and some people think it was the plan all along. She gets the reptilians exactly what they want from the emotional turmoil building within the Swiftie audience. That's what some people think. Some people that are Christian think that she's just being a bad role model, and other people from other belief systems think that she's doing what the system wants her to do. So Long London is a classical vocal passage, which is kind of different, over more nothing wonky synthesizers that kind of meander into, like, it kind of sounds like the worst Killer song you've ever heard. And yeah. No, man! I know I hit the camera. She just wants to unalive the world with boredom for the Illuminati and the reptilians to get fat from. And, you know, the reptilians this month have gotten fat on just me alone, because I'm really going through it this month. It's been a bad one. Fat! Some of these lyrics, I really like that her lyrics are kind of weird, because that is one of the interesting elements of the album. But what is a heath? Other than the bar, I really love heath bars. But, like, what is it like a wooden thing in, like, your Cabal fortress lair underground? What is CPR? I don't relate to any of this. This is not for me. Nah, well, it is for me, right? It's got to be for me. I ingested it, but Daddy, I love him. It does get the RPMs up a little bit. It's still unalive. It's still like an unalive -5. Skip! Fresh Out of Whatever teases me with Western spaghetti shootout vibes, but devolves into, you guessed it, repetitive synthesizers. Slow, repetitive synthesizers. That word's so hard to say, and we got to say it 7,666 more times. There's some strings in the background, but they're kind of like synths or reptilian synth strings. You decide. Don't swirl me into a poem. Don't swirl me into a poem. Florence and the Machine. Scale this album up a little bit with writing and instrumental credits on Florida, which is the most energetic song by a trillion decibels. The instrumental is a little bit more interesting than what we've got before and after it. Pounding as it may be, though, it's repetitive and monotone, and it just dun dun. It doesn't even do that. It's just duh 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 n duh n duh. Taylor seems to voice her own frustration with comatose vibrato on this album on The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Sighing and anger and insulting demonic drivel that just kind of goes on and on like a secret Cabal torture. But lyrically, song's good. I like it a lot. I do find myself kind of clicking on the songs with the big E on Spotify so I can hear Taylor Swift saying the F-bombs and the GDs, because that's what I do. I click on all explicit songs first, no matter what. Do you guys do that? On this, it's a little bit more perverse than on other albums, but not because of Taylor Swift. She ain't my type. It's just that the F-bombs on this are literally the most exciting part of this album. That's kind of like a 4-hour long, or it's getting longer. It sounds like it was produced like by a piano player of a Southern Baptist church that was formed in 1889 specifically, and this woman's been playing the piano since day one. She's unalive, so it's AI playing the rotting organ, so it's like an artificial rotting organ. These songs are exciting. Like, the lyrical content can be exciting and engaging, but she's delivering all of these exciting and draconian lyrics over this music. It's just the sound of a producer that's pressed the button, the play button on a Casio keyboard. So just think, what is his name? Jack Antonoff has just pressed the play button and has just left it to run for 2 hours while this really talented woman sings her heart out over that time. I cannot go with the flow because it's more disastrous than the Ghostbusters 2, the River of Slime. Got to get a little bit more serious for this review, right? Taylor shifts 0.5 out of 5 tortured poet department Anthology could have been cut down in title and length and synthesizers. There's too much of a mediocre thing. Too much of the good things. Call the album Tortured Poet. Cut it down to 10 songs instead of the sprawling nightmare land of 1,000 synthesizers. And, you know, maybe change the keys or the chords or the speed from time to time. That would have been nice. I could have given this album like a 2 out of 5. But as it is, half a point out of 5 points. Taylor Swift has some really interesting stuff to say, and yet nobody is going to care if they're not a lizard person. If their lizard brain isn't connected into this boring black and white synthesizer album. Whew, why is the music so bland? It's even like her fellow reptilians are making fun of it. Like, they're not even into it. Oh, and am I a Swiftie? I know we've, like, that question's been on your mind, like, this whole video.